we're gonna start this meditation. This is something that I did years ago when I didn't know what I was doing. So now I know how it worked and why it worked, which is really awesome. But back then I was just experimenting because I really had no choice. It was a time of my life where I was barely making it. And when I came across this information, I was like, why not? Let me try it. Maybe if it worked for others, maybe it'll work for me. And this is why I'm sharing it today. I had actually another topic in mind, and for whatever reason, it erased from my memory. So I think this is the reason. Abundance. Abundance can apply to a lot of different things. It might be an abundance of peace, abundance of time, abundance of freedom, abundance of money, abundance of friendship, love. I mean, it can apply to a lot of different areas of your life. But one thing that I know that I got recently, this information that I got is that abundance is an overflow of something. It's not really the accumulation of things, but it's an overflow. It's always flowing in. It's trusting that whenever you need it is there. So back then, a few years ago, like I was saying, I was really barely making it. And I came across the information that we create with our thoughts and our feelings. And I read it in a book, and I thought, okay, well, let me see if I can play with it and see what happens. So what I would do, and I think I've shared it before, is that I would get from work, and as I was dressed, all tired, I wanted to pay off my debt, which was quite a lot. And I would imagine with no music, no really like a setup or a meditation, I would just use my mind and visualize all my accounts with a paid stamp. And I would see them like an array of papers just showing paid, 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 paid. And that feels so good to me, just imagining that I would receive those statements and the statements would show in red ink paid. And then not only that, but I wanted also to have extra money, not only not had no debt, but I wanted to have $100,000 in my bank account. And that was in around 2009. So it's been a while. And I would imagine that my bank account with my name, like my statement and my balance. And I would try to see it as clearly as possible with the colors, the letters, the type of font of my statement, the balance in bold letters, even the date, like everything as accurate as I could. And I would just lay on my bed. I wouldn't even sit down. I didn't know what I was doing. So I would lay in my bed and I would just imagine all of that and just, I didn't know I was feeling it back then. But I guess when you imagine something that you want, something that you like, automatically the feeling, kind of bubbles up. So that's what I did. And I did that for a few months and not very long because I remember it wasn't too long. And then I just trusted that it was going to work somehow. And since I trusted, I started seeing things differently. And then an opportunity came up out of nowhere, but I was able to identify it as an opportunity. And I knew that there was going to be a lead, it was going to be something that would show me like those crumbles of bread that show up in your path, showing you the way. I knew there was going to be a lead, and I followed that lead, and it came true. So this works. Now that I know what I'm doing, I'm actually going to put it in a meditation and show you how to do it. And like I've been saying in the last meditations, is this is the time to get excited. If you knew that by doing this meditation or few meditations, it might take a few. I'm not saying that only one is going to take it. Like I said, I did it several times for several days. So by doing these meditations, if you knew that this what it would take to create something in your life, wouldn't you be excited? Wouldn't you be very excited that this is working? And you would probably be so excited that you couldn't wait to sit down and do it every day. So this is a time to not to do it, but with your heart, knowing that it's gonna work, knowing that you're doing something, that you're sending that message out, and that is gonna bring you back that which you're sending out. So in this meditation, I want you to take a moment and visualize your kind of put them in your mind the debt that you would want paid off. Try to see the statement as you see it every month. Don't worry about the how. No, don't worry about how is it gonna be. Just see the statements or however you see them. I back then I used to get them, print them out. So I knew that I wasn't gonna get a paid red stamp on it, but it just worked for me. So it could be however works electronically, however works for you. I don't know. And and then once you've done that, I want you to think about an amount of money that you feel no resistance, that you feel good about, but you don't doubt it. And make it playful and make it fun and kind of look at your bank statement and see that amount. Ah, Diana's already feeling the joy of it. Yes, and that's how it works. You start feeling the joy. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to do that. Really get in there. Really start feeling the feeling of the relief. And then while you do that, I just want to remind you that we're having a couple workshops coming up. I know the SPI one is already booked. That one is for September. In July, we have a live English, a Quantum Leap. This is the first time that I'm going to do it in English, and it's July the 26th. And that one is a 21-day manifestation challenge. And then I have another one in May 25th this month. This is through Zoom. And this is the alchemy manifestation one. It's in Spanish. And we're going to focus on one thing that you want to change in your life. So if you'd like more info, let me know. Okay, so send me a message on the chat if you're ready so we can get going. Diana is ready. Who else is ready? Ready, Tere? Okay. I can't wait for you to start sending me the messages that it's happening or that it already happened. But this works. After that time when I did this exercise, I've never doubted my abundance. I've always been assured of my abundance. Like there's really no, oh, Tere has good news already. Yay. So once I worked it, there's been this feeling of knowingness. This not a feeling, it's a knowingness that I'm abundant, and it's always manifested that way in my life. Okay, let's get started then. Let me play the music and I'm gonna do a quick test to make sure that it sounds all right. You're creating out of nothingness. So we have to go to the nothingness. So that's what we're gonna do. We are going to start with our heart. Then we will go into the nothingness. Then at one point, I'm gonna ask you to connect to the frequency of those statements with the paid. And I might even do this meditation a few times in a row so we can really go deep into the manifestation of your abundance. So I'm thinking that just right now. I think it's gonna make it better. Okay, how does it sound, my voice with the music? Is it the correct volume?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Close your eyes. And then now breathe in and breathe out and relax. Breathe in, hold it, and breathe out and relax a little more. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Relax your forehead. And relax deeply in your heart. Feel the love in your heart. And relax. Bring your attention to your chest and breathe in through your heart. Breathe out through your heart. Feel the love in your heart. Feel the love expanding as you breathe in through your heart. You breathe out through the top of your head. Feel the love expanding and breathe in through your heart. And breathe out through the top of your head. Bring the essence of love to your brain. Now, breathe in through your heart and your brain. And breathe out through your heart and your brain as one. Breathe in through your heart and brain. And breathe out through your heart and brain as one. And relax. You're safe here. And you are held here. With an open heart and a soft and settled mind. Rest in this wonderful feeling as one. Now enter the nothingness. Drop into the stillness. And dissolve and relax. No past, no future. Only this sacred now. Float in the silence, in the stillness. No name, no label, just pure being in the nothingness. Infinite, eternal, and free. Dissolve as you drop into the stillness of nothingness. Now, call in that feeling of joy and abundance. Feel the joy bubble gently in your chest. The joy expanding and unfolding from the depths of your heart. Feel that. Feel the overflow of blessings from the nothingness. Feel the richness and the abundance in the everything. Feel that in your heart. And in your brain. Feel that in your body. And around your body. An overflow of blessings out of nothingness. Everything is for you, and you are everything. You are the abundance. You are endless. Feel the abundance, the prosperity, in the nothingness. Now, connect with the frequency of freedom. Feel the freedom in your heart, unfolding, expanding. Feel the frequency of freedom emanating from your heart. Feel all your debts dissolved. You're completely free. Feel the feeling of relief. As any debt disappears in the nothingness. It is just an illusion. You are completely free. Feel that freedom in your heart. Now, look at your account. See the numbers overflowing lovingly. Breathe that in and feel it. The frequency of abundance in your life. Connect with it in your heart. This is your new life. You are safe. You are secure. Everything is already here. Everything is done. Return to your heart and feel the joy in your heart expanding and unfolding. Come home to your heart. Feel the freedom in your heart, radiating, expanding, glowing, shimmering in abundance. In your heart. You are the abundance. You are the source. You are the miracle. Linger in this feeling and rest in this frequency. Because this is who you are. You can stay in this feeling or you can open your eyes when you're ready.